Welcome to Wine and Crime and our active cold case series, where the wine flows as freely as the leads go cold. Then this week we're covering a case of a hard-working small-town Connecticut man who vanished without a trace after telling a neighbour he'd be back in 3 days. Spoiler, he never came back. This is the haunting case of William Billy Smolinski, missing from Waterbury, Connecticut since August the 24th, 2004. Billy was 31 years old, blue-collar and reliable as hell. He worked full-time as a HVAC apprentice, drove tow trucks on the side, and even mowed lawns for extra cash. He wasn't flashy, just a regular guy with grease under his fingernails and a dependable work ethic. He was close with his family, loved demolition derbies and the great outdoors. He just lost one of his jobs but had picked up extra hours at another. He was prepping his house for a fresh coat of paint and had deposited his paycheck in the bank. This was not someone planning to disappear. But on August the 24th, Billy walked next door and asked a neighbour to feed his dog, a German Shepherd, while he went away for a 3-day trip to look at a car. He never gave her the keys, never left town, never came back. Billy's white Ford pickup truck, a late 70s or early 80s model, was found parked in his driveway. Inside, his wallet, keys, and all of his personal belongings. His dog was still in the yard. So he packed nothing, left everything, and didn't even leave water out for his dog. Not likely. And here's the clincher: no activity on his bank account, no cell phone usage, no social security activity for well over 20 years. In other words, Billy didn't leave town. Billy vanished. Police were slow to act at first, assuming Billy left voluntarily, but pretty quickly a story started to unravel involving a love triangle, a bitter ex, and some very sketchy acquaintances. Billy had recently ended a year-long relationship with Madeline Gleason, a woman several years older than him. He reportedly believed she was seeing someone else, and he wasn't happy about it. He called Chris Sorensen, the man Gleason was allegedly seeing, 3 times on the day he vanished. One of the voicemails: "Watch your back at all times." Enter Sean, Madeline Gleason's adult son, and his drug-fueled bestie, Chad. Chad would later tell police that Sean beat Billy to death, and Chad helped him wrap the body in a carpet and bury it. Sean? He died of a heroin overdose in 2005, less than a year after Billy went missing. And Chad? He sent investigators on a wild goose chase, digging up woods in Seymour, Oxford, and state forests. The Oxford dig alone cost over $100,000 and turned up nothing. In 2011, Chad was charged with interfering with police and making a false statement. He pleaded guilty and served time, but here's the twist. Even after being caught lying, some of his story might still be true. Billy's mum believes Chad knows what happened and just isn't giving up the real location. Authorities still consider both Sean and Chad persons of interests. And if that wasn't enough drama, Gleason, the ex, sued Billy's family for harassment and won $52,000. Yeah, you heard that right. The family put up missing persons posters, and Gleason reportedly ripped them down. The case got nasty and remains tangled in emotional and legal fallout. And through it all, Billy's family haven't given up. Billy's truck still had his keys, wallet and phone. His dog was alone in the yard. He'd just deposited a paycheck and planned to paint his house. The guy had jobs lined up, bills to pay, and a family who saw him every week. His social security number has never been used again. No sightings, no purchases, nothing. So where is Billy? If you have any information that could help, even small details that you think are just not worth anyone's time. All the contact details are in this video because Billy deserves to be found. His family are waiting.